are their jobs going to go away? And it's a very sensitive topic with many of the people. But I think when they listen to this particular thought around, hey, you know what, jobs that were menial, that were at the lower level, may be automated or may be given to AI. The coding, the testing, and probably even a path to production. In some cases, right, based upon which technologies people are using. But there would be other problems. It is the onus,
and it is 100%, right? There will be more problems to be solved, and so it will always need people. Now, whether you keep up with the skills, so the chance, I mean, it's now a cliche, right? But nevertheless, it is very true. If you don't know how to use AI, there's a very good chance that you'll become obsolete in no time. There's just no question in my mind. Harsh as it might sound, that's the reality we are facing. So, but on the good side of this is, it doesn't take a genius level IQ to learn these tools either, right? These tools have been made very, very simple, very powerful, very easy to learn and use. So it doesn't take, right? The onus is on us as individuals, right? As individual professionals to keep up, learn how to use these tools, because when the time comes, if you don't know and the friend sitting next to you knows, your friend is the one getting that role, right? That's a given. It's also the economic reality, right? As some jobs along the way, people will just not do anymore, right? It's like a good example is my old mom lives in India and finds it tougher to get a driver to drive her around because there just aren't enough people who want to do that as a full-time thing. But then the business model changed. Now there are apps and phone numbers where you can call and you can hire a driver for 3 hours that she needs. She doesn't really need a full-time driver, right? But she just needs access to one when she needs it.
When she needs it, yes.
But the world changed, right? From having, when I was a kid growing up in India, most families could afford to have a chauffeur, which for Americans might sound like an extreme luxury. It was not a luxury in India. It was a pretty common thing, right? Having a driver, sometimes a maid in your house, and so on, right? Were all normal things to happen. It was not an extreme luxury, right? Most middle class people were able to afford it. That's not the model anymore, right? How many people have a live-in person, a housekeeper anymore? Hardly anybody that I know. I know nobody in my friends and family who has one, right? Or needs one. Same thing with drivers. So the world, right? The commercial model will also change. So disruption is more or less guaranteed. Did that mean that all the drivers became jobless? No, they're actually making more money, right? So, but you need to keep up with the skills. So if you're an Uber driver and you don't know how to use the app on your phone and you refuse to have a smartphone, you probably will be out of a job, right? It is very easy to have a phone. The price of the phone and the ease of use is so high that never became a problem, right? People just naturally transition to that model. It's no different for us, right? So world will change. It's a given. We know that. Don't, instead of fighting it, let's embrace it, right? Is the, I mean, there are societal implications of all kinds, right? There are all kinds of ethical difficulties, conversations go into UBI and so on. Those are all important conversations because the world is not evenly spread as an economy. But at least the consultants we are talking about, right? Totally a first world problem, right? These are all solutions within our control. Takes very little time to learn. We just need to put that effort and be smart about it, right? Rather than sit around worrying, because if all you do is sit around and worry, more or less for sure you're going to be on the losing side of that equation.